Welcome to Beyond Synth Fundamentals. Today we're going to look at comb filters and notch filters. Let's start with the notch filter. So as covered in the episode of Synth Fundamentals, a notch filter is the opposite of a bandpass. It allows high end and low end through and cuts out a middle band of frequencies. So if that sounds familiar, it's because it's very similar to what is used in phasers. Phasers are usually created with 2 or more notch filters. The cutoff frequency of the notch is then modulated by an LFO. We'll go more into LFOs and other controllers next week, but for now it's enough to know that it's a signal that moves the cutoff up and down according to this wave. So that's with the LFO modulating the cutoff frequency. It already kind of sounds like a phaser. Now we're going to make a second notch filter by taking the EQ in the effects section and just creating a notch. Then just like before, we're going to take an LFO. Let's use a separate LFO. And we're going to modulate that band in the EQ. And there it is. We have a phaser. Let's add some extra oscillators, detuned. Before we talk about comb filters, let's get into how a comb filter is created. If you take a very short delay with really high feedback, you can hear phase cancellation between the main signal and the delayed signal. A comb filter recreates the phase cancellation of a delay line. Taken to extremes, you can get really wild results. Comb filters are actually the basis for choruses and flangers. So just like before, we'll take an LFO and use that to modulate the cutoff, this time of our comb filter. And there it is, we have chorus. And when creating a chorus from scratch like this, you actually get added flexibility because you have control of not only the LFO speed and the depth, you also have control of the cutoff frequency of the comb filter. So now let's take that comb filter and let's exaggerate the feedback. And now we have a flanger. Let's add some reverb to that. So here's another interesting trick with comb filters. We have noise, and we drive the comb filter into really high feedback. So this property of comb filters is used for physical modeling synthesis. You can use it to model resonant bodies and strings. So if we mess with our envelope settings a little bit, so there are 2 types of comb plus and comb minus. The comb plus creates a string-like sound. The comb minus is used more for like wind instruments. Like if you were modeling a pan flute, you would use a comb minus. And that just about covers comb and notch filters. This has been another Patreon exclusive episode of Synth Fundamentals. Thanks for watching.